Hi everyone and welcome to this channel. Welcome. I'm very happy that you're watching this video. I presume you are already a subscriber and you're coming here. And if you've not yet subscribed to this channel, it's this particular moment that I expect that you at least should do so. Click on the bell icon so that you get notifications whenever I upload this kind of videos. It's good for you to at least do that because I'm doing these videos for free. And if you find that these videos are not the ones that you like, you can as well unsubscribe in future. But for now, just give it a try. Then let's do this kind of productions. We are spreading the knowledge. So what do we have today? Today, I will do a video training on Photoshop. And we will be doing some designs on posters that are meant for social media. Maybe it might be meant for an event, it might be meant for a product promotion, or it might be meant for various other things. So for today specifically, I'm going to talk about Facebook or Instagram post for a business. How do you design that? I've not yet done that kind of a design today, but I'm just going to think through as I do this video so that I can just take you through the steps that I follow when I'm making this kind of designs. So first of all, I will go to the Photoshop, and that's where we begin everything. So don't mind about this video, this picture that we have here. Don't mind this one. This is for a future production, a future training that I'm going to do for a poster. But today I was just preparing this one because of a future tutorial that I will make. So but today I want to take us back to our 1080 by 1080 with 1:1 aspect ratio, and this I will take you through different things that I follow through when I'm making this kind of designs. The design that I'm going to do today, as I said earlier, I've not yet thought through, but I'm going to continue knowing exactly what I'll do as we do this kind of a publication design. So most of the things, if you look at my designs, mostly I normally do designs with how do we call it? With most of the things that I use, the tools that I use is brush tools. I use most of it. I use the filter tools. I use, depending if I have a picture or I don't have a picture, maybe I'm using just text on that particular poster. So sometimes I use different features. Not all these features comes to play at the same time. So for example, today I'm going to use an example of a picture. So let me find a picture from my hard drive, and after it opens, you'll find that our image will pop and it will be there. So we have our image there, dragged there. We've placed the image there. The next thing that I will do with this kind of an image, I will do something called, I will put, I do two things. I can decide to go to remove the background totally, or I can decide to remain with the background. So for me, for this one, I will just Command J to duplicate the image, and then I will convert to layers on the top image, the top of the image on top. When I do that, it will give me the ability to remove the background. So I just duplicate it for safety purposes. So I have already removed, I've selected the background, then let me just remove it. I've selected the subject, then I'm removing it from the background. You see, when you see the person, it's like this. So now that we have this as our current image, I'll do something called a gradient. I'll put a gradient overlay. Sometimes let me just put another layer, add another layer, and then add a gradient. This gradient is from black to transparency. I'm going to change the colors. I'm going to take default, sorry, my bad. I'm going to just cancel out and then just do it again so that I can play around with these colors that we have here. These is the colors that you change down here. up here you have the opacity. So our colors are going to be manipulated down here. Let me make it to the bright. So now that you have this layer here with our gradient color, of course you cannot transform that. Then this one that is below, remember the image below our source, our image. So I'm just clicking, I'm selecting Option or Alt and then doing this mask effect so that it can be out. Then I'll select a brush tool. The brush type that I will use is the soft round brush that is on the general brushes. So the black, when the principle of brushes is that black cleans it out, deletes, while white displays. So because now it's on black, I'm going to press on X so that it can switch to white, so that we want to see this kind of a color here. We want to see some of her, not everything, some of the background, I mean, not her, some of the background. Be careful so that you don't go so deep into that. Our gradient is somehow too gradient-ish, I don't know, how do I say that? Somehow too, but I can play around with this. I can come here and probably reduce, yes, play with this. So on the left side we have the picture with a background, on the right side we have a place that you can put information. Below you have a blue gradient. Of course you can always, I am still not happy with these colors, I don't know why. Should I take some, yeah, I think this now looks somehow better. Let me take the color of her scarf. Yeah, now it's beginning to look like a design. Maybe something pinkish could have, anyway. So you have this kind of it. And so what is remaining is just making it stick and pop out. So I'm going to add my color lookup from the adjustment layers. So color lookup, then I add my favorite color lookup is normally this one, but today it doesn't look like my favorite, so I'm going to look for something that is somehow, no, that is very bad, this is too much. Anyway, so that is better a little bit, and we can do this, maybe that's okay. Then we can add the curves, so we can do a little bit darkening on the highlights, a little bit of it. So now I have the picture there, a very nice picture with the background and all those kind of things. So what do we need to do here? We want to write a post, like maybe she's doing a quote. So we will just use a shape layer tool. This shape layer, we will draw it from there up to down here. And then because it has a fill, when you come to the appearance, fill, make it transparent. And then the stroke, that is that very black colors, make it a different color. We've made something purple. And then this is the triangle. So this triangle, we don't want it to look like that. So let's say we will write a speech. Let's look for a quote online. I'm just copying. I'm not saying that she said these particular words, but I'm quoting a statement about maybe Women's Day, Ladies' Day, Girls' Day, I don't know, Cancer Day. Sorry. Women's Day. Quote. So just assuming that she said something. So I will take a quote from one of these prominent ladies around the world, and then we will assume that she said it. Okay. So here we have text we've already copied. My computer is misbehaving a little bit. So we will put our quote there. Just took the text layer, placed some text. I'm going to look for a better font. Sorry, I'm still looking for a font. Computer is misbehaving, very slow today. I don't know why. I don't know why. Sorry for the music. So I'm going to reduce the font size. I'm reducing. Let's make it 16. Let's make it 30. Let's make it 72. Yeah, that's better. It looks like maybe our statement is somehow short. Could have copied a long one. Anyway, can I get another one that is somehow long? Or I'm just adding another statement on whatever it is that she said. So she said this as well. Okay, this quote was not for you to do that, so we do this. I'm reducing the size. These are just shortcuts. I just select the T, Command T to transform, and then I do the rest. I move up and down. I move it up and down. So this looks like something good. I think that it's good, but the font is not good. Maybe this looks better. Sorry. Can we say something that looks like women fonts? Fonts are very important to look into. Depending on the topic, you use an appropriate font. Like this kind of font that you're seeing right now, it's for a wedding. You don't use, or certificates, you don't use such fonts for some quotes. Oh, this one looks nice. So you can put this as a font there as our quote. So our lady said these statements. Still, I'm going to reduce the size of this. I have selected the shape. I have selected Command T for transform. Then I've hold on Shift so that I can only play on the shape size from below, or from the height. Sorry, the height, not the width, so that it doesn't adjust the other sides. It just adjusts the height only. So that's what I've done. So this one, we can say our lady Hamdi, she's called Hamdi Chiro. She said this. So you can do that, and then you can say Hamdi said, well, make it somehow bold. So we have Hamdi said that, and then we can add something like social media issues. Down here we can come and look for our social media. I'm going to drag in a social media minimal tool set that I normally use. Most of the time I use it. So here it is. It has all of this, most of the social media that are being used. So I'm going to rasterize, right click, rasterize. Then I'm going to do this, select by using this select tool. So rectangle marquee tool. So when you select, then you just mask it out. After masking, drag it down here. After that, right click, convert to smart object, then rasterize it again. Then come to this magic wand tool, or shortcut is W. Select on these unwanted areas like the whites and then just delete. Then Command D or Control D for Windows. Then Command T for transform. And then you just drag it down here. You reduce the size and drag it down here. So we have it there. And then you can say Hamdi Shiro. Or we can say at Hamdi. At Hamdi. And then we have our post. But a post, you know, it needs to be having something called a headline. What was she saying about? Sometimes you can post this that way and then it looks like, okay, depending on the events or those kind of things. So I'm going to double click on that so that I can change the font. Yeah, have a good font there, and we have our post. So what you can do is do this. Put something like Women's Day 2020. Now we want to put a font that looks somehow womanish, I don't know, somehow like that, pinkish, reddish, purplish. If it looks like women, it is for women. Okay, then after that we can look for a better font type. So this one we can just click enter, then centralize it. I'm sorry, I'm going very fast because I intended this video to be very short, but because I never prepared for it, it's like I'm doing it from my head, like I never prepared to do this specific one. So you should understand why I'm doing it fast. So Women's Day 2020, and then this is what Hamdi said. Here's to strong women. Maybe we know them. Maybe we be them. Maybe we may we raise them. To tell a woman everything she cannot do is to tell her what she can. Okay, that's a very powerful statement and encouragement to our sisters out there. And with that, I'd also say to tell yourself that you cannot be a graphic designer is to simply tell yourself that you can be one. So with that, if you find this video to be positive and good to you, and you're learning something, you're learning more, just consider subscribing to the channel, clicking the bell icon, and then so that you can be notified every time that we post such videos. With that, I am done for today. Till we meet again.